Well, the one thing I don't want to do today is be redundant, but I can't make it any more clear how much we want CJ to be here, and we're happy that he is here. And I'm very excited for him, as well as our basketball program. As Coach had talked about, my relationship with Rainier Beach High School goes back to my days at Portland State University, and got a chance to know Mike Bethea, the head coach there, and Dan Jurdy, the athletic director, and other people in the administration. And so one thing I've learned over the course of the years is, Rainier Beach doesn't just produce great players, but it also produces great people. And in getting a chance to recruit CJ, you learn very quickly the kind of person that he is. He's very well-mannered. He's got a huge heart. He's conscientious of other people. He's a hard worker. And I have never met anybody who's had anything bad to say about him as a person. And in getting the phone call that I got from Coach Bethea that, hey, would you guys have an interest in CJ? Immediately I was like, oh, yeah, we definitely have an interest. But then, I had to think about it that, as times change, sometimes people can change too. And the number one thing that I wanted to do was make sure that we were able to get with CJ and recreate the relationship we had with him and find out where he is now as a person. And there was no way I was going to have Coach want to go after that situation unless I was sure he was the same person. And getting back with him, bringing him to campus, getting a chance to be around him while he was home in Seattle once he got back, and we got a chance to go see him. There's no doubt in my mind that he's the same kid that we fell in love with when he was in high school. Just fun-loving and just the same guy that he was. And I'm so happy that he gets an opportunity to show everybody the true person that C.J. Giles is over the next couple of years, playing for us and getting a degree here and being a citizen in the community of Corvallis. I think he's going to prove that to everybody, the true person that he is. And I'm excited for him. I'm excited for our program, and I thank you guys for coming out today.
So when you got the phone call from the Rainier Beach coach, how long did it take you to get the wheels going and really get serious?
Well, there's a serious process that has to go there. Of course, we had an interest because we recruited him in high school, and he only got better after high school. So there was no doubt there. But you have to get a release from Kansas before you can really do anything. And so once that got taken care of and we did receive the release, then we were able to go to Seattle and see them and sit down with them and just talk about the prospects. And, also to go along with that, you got to talk to CJ about, coming here and what his plans were with coming here. And when he said, I want to go to school, I want to get a degree, it's important to me. I could go to the pros, I could be an NBA player or go overseas and make a lot of money, but I want to be in school. I want to graduate and I want to play, and that's exciting to hear.
Convincing you guys that he had turned things around is one thing, but was there anybody else here at the school that he had to talk to that maybe higher up than just the coaches to say, because in the past there has been some issues with some student athletes at Oregon State, so I know that's kind of an interesting area. Did he have to talk to the Carolus, or did you guys have to get clearance from more people?
He has met with some upper administration in the athletic department and knows what is expected of him as a student athlete here at Oregon State.
Were you surprised when the whole his situation started to deteriorate in Kansas, because you had met him, you kind of knew him, developed a relationship? So did that catch you completely off guard? Because from what you're saying about him, he seems like a guy who just made a mistake. So did it kind of shock you a little bit?
Yeah, I was a little surprised, but I also understand, media, mainstream. You can Google anybody and find all kinds of things. And that's why I wanted to go back and make sure we could get with him and find out where he was at this time in his life. And if nothing else, he has matured greatly in the past 6 months. What he's had to go through, going to Kansas as a kid out of high school, it's rock star status. And he's admitted to that he got caught up a little bit. But being an adult now, he understands the adult world and that you have responsibilities that you have to take care of. And he's kind of had to learn the hard way, but it has made him mature. And now where he's at mentally, sometimes you have to go through some tough things to make you a better person, a wiser person, smarter person, more responsible. And that's where he's at now, because the way he's talking now is a lot different than I imagine he did when he first went into college, because he sees the big picture now.
Brian, how important is it for him to be back closer to his high school coach? And you know, it's just a little trip down the road now, quick flight in. I mean, how important are those people, his coach, the AD, and even the structure that you'll provide for him to make sure that this experience goes much better than it did in Lawrence?
Yeah, I know that's a big deal for them. I mean, they were able to bring him down here and drop him off at school, which is something they could never do before. And it's a huge support system. If you go to Rainier Beach High School, you see that they're like a big family, and they really care for those kids. And a lot of times they are the only family those kids have. And, you know, so for him to be back closer to that support unit is huge. For them to be able to see him play, just make a 3.5, 4-hour drive down to see him play is big. And you can already feel the energy that it's giving him as a person. And with them being here the other day and being on campus, they're like, wow, you know, this is going to be great. You know, coming down and watching him play and Pac-10 basketball, and just, you know, I think they were also blown away by the campus. So hopefully that'll translate to some more kids from Rainier Beach coming down here by just really getting a feel for the wonderful people that we have here at Oregon State and the Corvallis community.
Anything else for Brian?
I had a question, but Parker's phone messed me up a lot. At least you recognize my ring. I appreciate it. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.